And today we're going to be going into this book, The 4-Hour Work Week by Timothy Ferris. It's a great book. It's a guide to online income and automating your income. So he says, escape the 9 to 5. Did you ever think it's possible to escape the 9 to 5 work where we just work? It seems all we do is sleep, eat, and work. Sleep, eat, and work. And then on the weekend, we have 1 or 2 days off, 1 day to recover and 1 day to get food and clean the house and clean the clothes and get ready for another work week. And so we do that day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, and the years just slide by. And what you've been doing? Working, eat, sleep, and work. And automation is just increasing. And so we may be able to use this in the modern age to get out of the 9 to 5 grind, or what's also called the rat race, constantly working but never getting ahead. We have that hamster in the pet cage, and he's running on the wheel and he's going faster and faster. But where's he going? After all that running and he's tired, he's still in the same place. The 4-hour work week. What does that mean? To make his business and keep it running, he was working 80 hours a week. He was overworked and he just felt exhausted and he felt discouraged and he felt he was working way too hard and he had no time to enjoy life. And so he analyzed these things over a period of time and he came up with a formula to automate his online business. So he figured out a method to minimize. And what he did is he figured out that 80% of his income came from only 20% of his wholesalers. He cut out most of his work. He focused on the best sellers, the best distributors, found some more really good distributors, a few more, and that's all he did. He let the rest go. And what happened is his income doubled and tripled over the next months. And he found out he was only working less than 10 hours a week, whereas he'd been working 80 hours a week. He was now down to 10. And he also automated all of his systems. He did automatic emailing, he did automatic sales, he did automatic answer of questions, and he empowered all of the distributors to solve all the problems. He said, I give you authority and power to solve the problems on your end with the customer. Don't bring the problems back to me, the manufacturer or the one who has the product in the first place. You take care of the problem. So he did all of this automation and outsourcing of responsibility, and he narrowed his work down to only 4 hours a week. And that's where he got the title, the 4-hour work week. All the problems are handled by the distributors, and he is not available to solve the problems. If they can't solve the problems, then he doesn't want that type of distributor, and he ends the relationship with that distributor and doesn't send them products anymore, or just freezes it at that level and lets them handle the problem. So it worked excellent for him, and he wound up using many modern automation techniques and outsourcing such as this and others. And this is what this book is all about. And he gave the recipe for it, the step-by-step recipe in this book. Okay, the 4-hour work week. And this is by Timothy Ferris. And step 1. What is step 1? D is for definition. Okay, so the words that we use are very important, and we have to define things for a new model, a new recipe, different than what the 90% are doing. We have to define it, understand the definition, use the definition. Just like we defined an asset is something that puts money in your pocket. It clarifies the mind and gives you and me an action to do. So D is for definition. The next one, E, step 2, E is for elimination. So now we've already talked about D as for definition, and we redefined some words about lifestyle design and the new rich, and not following the deferred plan, not waiting till you're 65 to enjoy life, but to design, set up online businesses and income so that you can enjoy life now. Now is the time, not when you're getting ready to get very old, not when you're getting too old and sick and weak to enjoy life. This is not a good idea, not a good plan. Life is very short. Okay, E is for elimination. Now let's hear from Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was very famous. Everybody knows Bruce Lee, right? The famous Kung Fu artist. What did he teach us? He said, one does not accumulate, but eliminate. Don't accumulate, don't get more and more and more, but eliminate less and less. It is not daily increase, but daily decrease. Daily we should not increase, but we should decrease. The height of cultivation always runs to simplicity. How do we follow this advice? What is the technique for elimination? It is possible to accomplish more by doing less. Indeed, it is mandatory. After all, Timothy says, there is a far better option, and it will do more than simply increase your results. It will multiply them. Believe it or not, it is not only possible to accomplish more by doing less, it is mandatory. We have to do less to do more. We have to focus on what is profitable and take away our effort, our energy, our time from what is not profitable. I had a severe case of work for work, the most hated acronym in the new rich vocabulary. For the new rich, they try to get rid of this. They try to eliminate that. The N, R, or new rich. NR means new rich, and they try to eliminate work for work's sake. They try to automate their work, and they try to outsource their work, and they try to eliminate their work, and they try to redefine their goals so there is a laser clear goal and they're not wasting any time with busyness. Isn't that what they call business? Business is busyness. People think that's normal, but with automation and outsourcing, it's no longer necessary. It's a choice. Step 3. Let's put step 3 here. A is for automation. That's what an example of automation is. It's working while you're sleeping. It's working while you are gone. It's working while you are on vacation. It's working wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, it is still working on making those sales, delivering those sales to the appropriate people, collecting the income, putting that income into your bank account, making that money available to you anytime, anywhere there's an ATM machine. So this type of automation is real. We have all the tools in place now. Tens of thousands of people around the world using it in most every country. And they have time freedom, financial freedom. Niche is that area where you fit, that area where you are passionate about, you are interested about, you are knowledgeable about, or want to become knowledgeable about. It is your area where you want to build up expertise and knowledge and understanding and to devise product for people or sell other people's product to meet those people's demand. So before we go on with finding our niche and the first step, I would like to define a few things here. D is for definition, so let me write them. N, R is the new rich. D is the deferred, means you wait until later. You wait until you're 65 or 70 to retire. And LD, I'll put it over here, LD is lifestyle design. It is designing our own lifestyle as if we own our time and we own ourselves and we own our own fruit. Whatever we produce is ours. Step one, pick an affordably reachable niche market. And step two, brainstorm. Brainstorm products. First find a niche, travel, surfing, cameras, photography, health, whatever niche, and then brainstorm particular niches within that you can compete in. If you're not an expert, it says here you can become an expert in 4 weeks, and it gives a timeline and how to do it in any area and how many hours you have to spend a day if you have a niche but you're not an expert in it. Well, there's a solution. Become an expert in 1 month. Find your niche, find the broad area, and then find the particular area within that where you are expert, knowledgeable, or want to and will become an expert. Thank you so much for joining me with the 4-Hour Work Week by Timothy Ferris. Yeah. Woo! Let's do it. Let's take the steps of action. Escape the 9 to 5, live anywhere, and join the new rich. And we're going to go into step 4. L is for liberation. You know what liberation means? It means freedom. So we're going to go into that. More to come. Feel free to subscribe, to link, to share with others, to comment about this. This will be posted on my website so people can review it. Okay, let's go on to step 4. L is for liberation. So once we have set up our company, our business, and automated it, then comes liberation. Then comes time freedom and location freedom. We can become location independent. We can work from home. We can work from Paris. We can work from Hawaii. We can work from Mexico. We can work from pretty much anywhere that has a good internet connection. And our work is minimal because we have set the company up as automatic or automated. So we can see here that these 4 letters, step 1, D-E-A-L, spell deal. Here at the bottom, I'll just tilt it slightly so you can see it. They spell deal. And that's what it acronym to remember these 4 main steps in automating and outsourcing the work that goes into day-to-day maintenance of our business. And just once in a while, we will have to check in and we will have to maintain it at the top level. The lower level, most of the small problems are dealt with by the automation and by the outsourcing, and only a critical problem or large problem that happened, we would have to enter, or we would need to advise our program or advise our outsourced people on what to do. Most of it, they would take care of it. So goal of this is to get time and to get liberation. Liberation is another word for freedom. So what would we do with all of that time? Would we just sit around and watch TV and eat chippies? Probably not. That would be very boring and poor for health. We can take care of our families. We could, for example, take care of our health. We could, for example, help other people. We could work for worthy causes. We could travel and explore the earth. We could take care of our aging parents. We could participate in our children's education. We could do innumerable things, innumerable interests, innumerable areas that become available once we have money and time freedom, financial freedom and time freedom. So this is an excellent idea and very worthy to pursue. And this is going to detail how to do it. And in the modern age that we live in the globalized economy, remote work or work outside of the office, outside of the workplace, working from home or other places that we choose is becoming more and more common. This book, The 4-Hour Work Week, that I showed you at the beginning, it started sort of a small revolution in this field. And now we have many digital nomads in beautiful places around the world, low-cost places around the world, where the cost of living is 1/3 of what it may be in Europe or America or Canada. And these are warm places year-round. So many of them are temperate or tropical. There's a lot of outdoor activities in these places, and they are good for health. It enables people to get out of the crowded, polluted cities and get out where there's cleaner air and better places for their children to play and healthier for them and their family. So this is just becoming more and more popular.